getting the cat high before we record. See how that goes.
Yeah, I'm sure that'll work out. Chapter 5, The Talent Contest. Author's note. Can I have some reviews, please?
It was a week later, and I felt like I was slowly dying inside. My life had crumbled into pieces, and I was alone in the horrible darkness of my mind. The 4 cheerleaders had followed me around school and had been mean to me for the last week, making fun of my clothes and my purple-streaked blonde hair and saying I was too slim, and that I had boobs like a porn star. Prawn star.
Yes.
Yes. It really upset me. And also Uncle Larry had taken my clothes off and raped me loads of times last week. And rapped me loads of times last week. And even though Dave and Marie were back home now, every time they went out to a different place, they left me with him. And he hit me and made me sleep
with was so horrible.
And made me sleep with was so horrible I wanted to die every time it had happened. Deadward Cullen stared at me whenever he saw me at school, but I just anchored him and pretended he wasn't there. I was so embarrassed about what had happened, and I hated him for the way he made me feel and the fact that he was a cheater and an ass. I would probably have ended my life that week if it hadn't been for my lovely new friends, Abigail, Rochelle, and Tiffany, who were all totally cool and helped me fight off the evil cheerleaders. 65 experience points. I hadn't told my friends about Uncle Larry and... Wait, no, 69 experience points. Yeah.
Stop it.
I hadn't told my friends about Uncle Larry and Edward. Oodard.
Sir Oodard.
But it was nice to have some people who liked me anyways. I sat in the cafeteria with them at lunch.
Okay, am I doing Rochelle?
Yeah, do Rochelle.
Hey, Tiana, are you going to the talent contest tonight?
Rochelle asked me. No way, I'm not good enough, I said shyly.
Abigail. Oh my fucking god, are you kidding me? You are an amazing singer. You're the best I've ever heard. No joke.
Shouted Abigail. Thank you, but you're just being nice. I'm not that good, and even if I was, I wouldn't perform. I mean, I hardly want to contract more attention to myself than I already have. The whole school is already talking about me, saying what a freak I am. I just want to be an average person.
Okay, I think you're Tiffany.
Oh, okay. Come on, T.I., you have to do it, Tiffany said. Jessica and Bella and the cheerleaders win every time with their dumb dance routines, so it is so annoying, and they aren't even talented. Someone needs to teach them a lesson, hon. I don't know, maybe. I plimpled?
That is my new favorite word. Plimpled. Plimpled.
I plimpled mutely, but I had no intention of actually doing it. Later on, me and my friends sat in the crowd and watched the contest. The cheerleaders did their dance routine, and they weren't that awesome. They were just wearing slutty clothes, so all the guys would stare at them, and because they were popular, no one was allowed to say they sucked. At the end, Bella ran into Edward's arms, and I felt flames of jealousy burning up inside me. They kissed for a long time, and although he looked at me the whole time, I still wanted to cry and scream. The principal caked up on the stage and said,
"And now for our final act, Alana, Tiana, Rebecca, Lauren."
Everyone looked at me, and I was shocked. "OMFG, who put my fringing name down for this?" I screamed.
Who knows, girl? Just get up there.
Abby pushed me up towards the stage, and I went up there. I sang Total Eclipse of the Heart, punk rock version, so it wasn't sappy and lame or anything. I like that song. Zero, and everyone watched me. I was so embarrassed at first, but everyone seemed to be enjoying themselves, except the cheerleaders who looked totally mad. LOL! So I sang louder and louder, and my voice soared higher than ever. My voice soared higher than ever was like magic. I was wearing a purple lacy top cut low enough that you could see my bra and a black skirt and purple fishnets and spiky black heels. The song finished and everyone looked happily and clangled at me, and I was blushing to sit on my friends. Remind me to kill whichever one of you beaches put my name down for this, I said, but I was smiling.
Lol.
Shouted Rochelle.
It wasn't us, you know.
No, the principal.
Okay. And the winner is Alantiana Rebecca Lauren.
The principal screamed ecstatically. I went back up onto the stage and shook my hand, and everyone applauded at me and screamed my name except for Jessica and Bella, who looked like they were about to kill me. LMFAO. Lumophile. My eyes strayed to where Edward stood gazing baldly at me. Please find a bald picture of him. Stick on the thingy.
Stop it now.
I almost fainted right then at the sight of him looking so hot and gorgeous. I didn't think anyone else had noticed, but he had a massive erection. It was so hot and sexoid. I saw Bella and Jessica storming out of the room angry that I had won, and I smiled. Later on, I walked home happily, then a car purred up beside me. It was Udard.
Sir Udard to you. Get in the car. I'll drive thee home, sweet lady,
He said in his beautiful old-fashioned speech. I did as he told me without knowing we're quiet for a minute.
You were awesome tonight.
Really?
You have a stunning voice.
No, thou art awesome or anything?
I guess not. Stunning voice like silk and satin in the moonlight. You looked beyond beautiful up on that stage, like an old painting in the church. I wanted to charge right at you and kiss thine lips right there.
He said he still had a huge erection. I wanted to touch it so badly, but I didn't.
Oh.
I think Bella might have something to say about that, I snapped. Where is she, anyway?
At home sulking because she lost the contest and had a total hissy fit, and cried for hours because Dee was better than her in the contest.
How mature, I said sarcastically. At that moment, Edward pulled his car to the side of the road and looked at me touched my hand, and I slapped him hard in the face. You will never touch me again, you sicko, #. Hashtag. I wailed and kept hitting him in the face and chest. Last week, I fucking begged you to sex on me, and you turned me down. I've never been so humiliated in all my friggin' life. What the hell is wrong with you? One mimite, you were all over me, and the next, it's like I don't even exist. Don't fucking touch me, ever.
It's complicated, Tia, my lady. I'm sorry I hurt thine feelings. It's just I can't resist thee, but I can't be with thy either. I never meant to drag thou into this mess. It is not thee fault. I totally ruined everything. I'm so sorry. I'm despisable.
It's me or her, I said bluntly.
I can't make that choice, Tia.
He wept. You're going to have to.
First you have to tell me how thou really are,
he said.
Who were thy parents? What are thee?
My mom dies when I was bored. I never knew my father. That's it, I said.
We both know that's not the full story. You're a vampire like me.
OMFG, I'm not a friggin' vampire. I think I'd have noticed, you total dipshit.
You don't drink human blood?
He asked. I don't drink any blood, you asshole. Is this your idea of a joke? 'Cause no one's laughing. I got out of the car and ran away feeling insulted. I didn't want to see that stupid hot jerk ever again. I went home, but I couldn't get rid of the memory of the sharp erection and deadly cold body. I cut myself and went to sleep in tears.
Oh, jeez.
Now I understand why people think this might have been by Tara Gillespie as well. There's definitely a pattern here.
Except for the content, this hurts me a lot less than that one did.
Quack.
Okay, I guess I'll do this author's note.
Let's see, Chapter 6, The Curse.
Author's note. Don't all just attack me for the things you read. Oh, no, wait, you're reading this. I'm reading, I'm doing the narrator.
The thingy, okay.
Yeah.
Author's note. Didn't all just attack me for the things written in this chapter about Tia's parents. I haven't explained everything yet, and it will make more sense later.
Is this a fucking poem? Oh, yeah, it is. Poem. Oh, Edward, with your skin so white, your eyes like amber out of sight, pale angel in my eyes, hair gold like rosy sunrise. I read the poem out quietly. I had written a poem about Edward. I just couldn't help myself. I hated myself for doing it, but I couldn't get him out of my mind. It was the only way I could deal with my feelings. Suddenly, my mind went black, and I fell into a trance. A tall, pale man stood in front of me, all ghostly and mistly, like he was only half there. My daughter? My daughter, he moaned.
Who are you?
I whispered quietly. I am your father. I am Caius from the Valturi. You're in terror and peril, my daughter. Beware the vampire boy called Edward.
Why?
I said. You mustn't let him sex you, or the curse your mother tried to protect you from will fall on you. You'll become a vampire, and you will never be safe. Only as a human can you be safe from them. Then he faded, and I was awake, and Uncle Larry was standing at my door.
Wish y'all could have seen that.
Take your clothes off now, you moldy slut, said Uncle Larry. This is not funny.
Why?
It's just that the story's horrible. Because this.
No, a moldy slut. I could just imagine, like.
Oh. Said Uncle Larry, and he smiles horribly with his yellow teeth.
No, I won't!
I screamed, but Uncle Larry came over and hit me. I was strong for my size, but he was huge, a huge fat man, like 300 pounds in weight, and stronger than me. He took my clothes off and chained me to the bed. I knew, sparkling knew, he was going to rape me again. But at that moment, someone came running into the room and hit Uncle Larry across the head with a stick and knocked him out cold. Uncle Larry lay there bleeding, and I looked up at Sir Eudard. OMG, my sweet lady, he cried. What has this frightful asshole been doing to thee?
He's been raping me and hitting me!
I wept sadly as Edward unchained me and put my clothes on. Edward
put her clothes on!
Apparently. Edward turned away, wail. I dressed so he wasn't perving on me. Wait, no, stop. In your previous sentence. Oh. Okay. And he looked down at the poem I had written. For truth, these are the most beautiful words I have ever seen. It makes me feel so very moved, he cried. I wish I was a promise to someone else, then I could write poems for thee.
Why are you promised to Bella anyways?
I asked. Because I made a promise and I can't break it. It would be rude and ungentlemanly, like how I pretty much sexually assaulted you in the school hallway. Bella never used to be like she is now. When I first met her, and she was sweet and shy, and was never nasty about anybody until she changed, and so have her friends. I don't know what made her change. Maybe it is mine fault. She just seems angry all the time now.
Yeah, that makes sense, I guess.
I said. We left the house and went to walk in the woods. We talked about loads of things, and it turned out we had a lot in common. We liked all the same music and movies and books and stuff. It was like magic.
Like, oh my god. Oh, wait. You know, maybe Bella's unhappy because you guys are not in love like you used to be. And you should break up with her. Halt in the name of love. So you can move on and you're both be happy, I say.
Nailed it. She always used to say that she'd kill herself if I left her. I could not be responsible for her death. I just don't get what has happened to her. She used to be nice and sweet like Thou, my lady. And now I am falling in love with Thou, and it is such a darn mess. He hit a tree in frustration.
I can just imagine him like he's auto walking, like you can't stop him from walking, and then he hits a tree and
the walking man just keeps going.
The Energizer man just keeps going, and it broke
just in a straight line.
How broke was it? How broke was he?
Where am I?
He was so broke, I guess, because he was a vampire.
He was so strong. I guess because he was a vampire.
You're broken in love with me, I ask.
You're falling.
I know.
Stop
You're
it.
falling in love with me?
I ask, my cheeks going all red and my heart starting to soar.
You should probably get that checked out.
Soar. S-O-R-E. Soar. Oh my god, forget I said that. He looked really embarrassed. And it was so cute. He had a big erection, too. I retched out and grabbed his hard-throbbing male object.
There's what? Male object. There's another one. It's like man carrot, man thingy, and you know what.
Mm-hmm. We couldn't control ourselves anymore, and we both fell down on the floor and got naked and made love. It was amazing and lasted hours, and I had never been so happy in my life, and I felt like I could die with happiness. But after a while, Edward started to freak out and cry. Dear sucks.
I could just imagine, like, him on top of her, and then he starts having a fucking seizure.
Wow, that's kind of like ragdoll glitch graphics or something.
Yeah, exactly. Edward's glitching out, man. You gotta restart the system. Retry or Voldemort will kill your students.
Come on, we're almost there. Okay. I have been such a fool, he screamed. I should not have let that happen. I hope thee can forgive me. I must return to Bella. And he ran away after getting some. I could not believe it. It was like my world was caving in all around me. I was so shocked.
I was so socked.
Socked, yes, socked. She was socked and angry. I could not even cry or scream, but as I lay where I started to fell different, like relay different, I suddenly remembered what my father has said to me about not making sex with Edward, or he would turn me into a vampire. My skin was getting all hard and pale, and my eyes could suddenly see a lot clearer than before. I could hear lots of little noises, even from relay far away. I even wanted to drink blood! ! And I could smell the human coming closer, and he was almost here.
Uncle Larry.
There you are, you horrid slug. It was Uncle Larry. Where have you been? I'm gonna rape you now. Something in me snapped. I jumped at him and broke his neck and drank his blood. I had always been strong for my size, but now I was super strong. He looked so surprised when he was dead, and it was so good.
She leveled up.
Soon I dropped him on the floor, and he was dead. Long after I stabbed his neck and drank his blood. His head climbs the ladder.
Yes.